So, Justin's dog bites and attacks Alexis's dog, which is crazy. Stasia and Ben come up with all their rules of the household, and Dr. Cal pays all the couples a visit. Let's talk about it. Hello, everyone. My name is Cynthia, aka Flow, and welcome to my channel. But first, before we discuss Married at First Sight, season 15, episode 7, which is called Real Life Reckoning, I ask that you please subscribe to my channel, like this video. I would really appreciate it. Just take a few seconds. That's all. Just a little clicky clicky. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go by couples. So let's start with Alexis and Justin because a lot happened, child. So pretty much all the couples move into their new apartment and they all go see one another's home. So with Justin, you could tell Alexis was a little judgy about the size of his apartment and things of that nature. And Justin was a little taken aback by Alexis's closet. Nothing big there. When they get to their apartment with both of the dogs, which I don't understand why they didn't see how Maya's little teeth was curling up and you couldn't hear it, but I own a dog and I've been around dogs, so I'm pretty sure that Maya was growling. I mean, that whole I'm I'm trying to imitate a damn dog, child, but Maya was looking at Newton like, I don't like you, okay? And I'm about to bite your ass. So next thing you know, they're walking around. They have both dogs on a leash. Next thing you know, you see Maya bite and attack Newton, and Newton's like, ah, and then Alexis, I think, had walked away or something. Was like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? So child, the dog pretty much bit, I think, eyelid or eye. It was just bad. Now I'm a dog owner. I know people who are dog owners won't understand the whole attachment to a dog or that feeling of, oh my God, what just happened to my dog? But I get it. And, you could tell Justin felt bad. But my thing is, I'm pretty sure the producers and the cameraman saw how that dog was curling up his little lip, because they kept showing it. They kept showing the dog, showing the lip, child. That was a hot mess. So Justin, Alexis is on a call on the phone calling vets to see, to see who's open and who she can take to see the dog. She finds a place. She's getting ready to leave. Justin's like, "You want me to go with you?" She's like, "No, because I don't like your ass right now." It was basically what I saw. Was my opinion, because she was mad. That's her baby. I get it. I know, like I said, you non-dog owners and people who don't like dogs won't understand it, but I get it. So Justin's upset. Turns out that Newton's going to be okay. He has to wear the cone of shame. I'm sure they gave him some ointments and some other stuff. They just didn't talk about that. But next, you see that Justin is driving his dog Maya to some training camp for 2 weeks, I guess, to see if she can be trained not to attack a dog, which we found out later that she has attacked 2 other dogs. So Justin, why didn't you think about this training before? Or why didn't you let Alexis know that that's happened? Because later on we will see that she didn't know that that Maya was a little aggressive to other dogs. Anywho, that was a sad scene because it's like a outdoor training, and you could tell that the dogs are on the outside. They're in the kennel outside. Now, mind you, the kennel is covered, but I don't know. That training just look a little facility just look a little shady to me. But when they put Maya in the little cage and she started whining, oh my God, that just broke my heart. And I know it broke Justin's heart. So we'll see if this training is gonna work. I don't know though. Who don't know? Because Maya, she seems like a older dog that might be set in her ways. Hey, I don't know. Maybe this trainer can work miracles. Yeah, so Dr. Cal comes and checks on them. And of course, he's like, let's talk about, there was an issue with the dog. They tell the story about the dog. Justin starts crying and says he feels like a bad dog, a crappy dog owner because he didn't see the signs because the dog had attacked some other dogs before and that he should have done something about it. Dr. Cal says, and Alexis is still pissed off. Like you could just tell by her demeanor. She even said to the point where she can't trust Justin no more because Justin told her, trust me, nothing's going to happen to Newton. I know how much Newton means to you, but yet this attack happened. So I can kind of see why she has some trust issues, but shit happens. And I feel as though she needs to let it go. And I say that because it didn't happen to my dog. I might feel different if it had happened to my dog. But from the outside looking in, she needs to just, Newton's okay and just accept his apology and his remorse because he is very remorseful. Dr. Cal says that it's a test to their marriage and that and ask one another, what do you need from me? And Alexis is like, I need you to overshare because if I would have known, that there were some prior problems with Maya attacking the dogs, I probably would have kept a better eye on the two. You know what I'm saying? And so and I think Justin said that he I forgot what he said he needed from her. What did he say? Well, anyway, he said that he can oblige Alexis, but Dr. Cal cautioned him and said that means that anything that you say to her needs to be real clear and truthful. And Justin said that, Alexis brought up that Justin said that if Maya is still having problems, that he told her that Justin told Alexis that he would get rid of his dog. That's a big, tall order to, I know you non-dog lovers, I get it. That's a tall order to ask. But if the dog's attacking, then yeah. But Justin's like, well, we'll have to see. And she's like, what do you mean? You promised me that if Maya was still having aggression issues, that you would get rid of her. He's like, yeah, that's easier said than done because I've had her since she was born. So I get it. That's a sticky situation. I hope that Maya gets her shit together so that she can stay in the household. But or maybe Justin can find someone to keep him or keep her or something, or give her to someone that he knows. I don't know. But on the side, Alexis says that if Maya comes back and she still shows aggression, she's not going to be with Justin because she doesn't feel comfortable. So that's kind of sad, but that's what happened with them, child. Lindy and Miguel. All right. So, of course, they go see one another's home. Miguel shows his little geeky side with that whole Dungeons and Dragon outfit on. And Lindy was taken aback because he had a whole jar of bacon grease in his fridge, which I thought only us folks do it, if you know what I'm saying, back in the day. I don't say, well, I'm vegan, so I don't eat no bacon juice, but grease. But back in the day, my mom used to reuse grease and stuff a long time ago. Now, I've never continued that tradition as an adult, but that's not unusual. So I guess that's something that happens in Latin homes as well. Interesting. So Miguel keeps bringing up decision day. Lindy's like, look, that's a trigger word for me. She doesn't want to talk about decision day anymore. They eventually come up with the idea of not calling it decision day, but calling it vow renewal day. Miguel says that he was looking for a reason not to like her, which I was like, God damn, that's pretty bad. And yeah, so they decided to change decision date of our renewal day. During their visit with Dr. Cal, he tells Lindy, because Lindy's always talking about, I know arguments are going to happen. I know we're going to have disagreements. I know arguments. She said that at damn near every episode. She brought it up with Dr. Cal. Dr. Cal tells Lindy, don't welcome these disagreements and arguments. It will come. Just stop anticipating it, which I agree. Like you put it out there in the universe, it's going to come back, honey. You don't want to do that. Lindy says she wants Miguel to bring up any issues that he may have with her as opposed to bottling it up and not bringing it to her attention. To which Miguel admits that is what he has done in the past, where there's some behavior or some issue that he has with his significant other. He doesn't bring it up. he internalizes it to the point where he starts not liking the person and disconnects with that person. And then when he does bring it up, he brings it up and says, hey, you did this, this, and that. I'm breaking up with you, is basically what I got from how he mentioned that. And Dr. Cal says that, he needs to reevaluate his feelings and think before he vocalizes what he wants to say. So that was pretty much it for those two. Kristen and Mitch. Ciao. So Kristen goes to Mitch's house, which was nasty, okay? It was nasty. It was nasty. It was cluttery. It was disorganized. Now, I'm not saying I'm the most organized person out there. I'm not saying that. I am pretty organized, but I ain't that organized. But I don't have shit just thrown in a room. Like he said, that's like his garage, some little space he had. The kitchen, I'm thinking you had all this shit in the sink while you got married, went on the honeymoon. You had all that stuff out there, like you ain't got no bugs. And that tub was horrible. So Kristen in on the side was telling the producers like she don't ever need she don't need to come back to that house, which I agree. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Mitch goes over to Kristen's house, meets her dog Luna. Yeah, Luna is the dog's name. But Luna got a whole bunch of health issues, honey. Luna got asthma. She got breathing issues. She needs her wrinkles cleaned like every 3 times a day. It's just a lot. You could tell Mitch was a little concerned about the dog. And then they get to their home or their apartment together. And Kristen gives Mitch a jar of love coupons, if you will. They were handwritten love coupons. And then some of it was, yes day doesn't have an expiration date. So anything you ask for, I'm going to say yes for that day or whatever, which was cute. She tells him, so they start. Oh, so I think he cashes in a coupon for a bubble bath because she starts setting up a bubble bath in their apartment. They're in their robes, they're drinking. She tells him if things get steamy, she is ready to take it to the next level. Do people really talk like that when they get ready to have sex, or do you just let it happen? Like, I don't think I ever said, "Hey, baby, if things get steamy, I'm gonna give you some." I don't think I've ever done that. I mean, I just acted on, how I was feeling. That's all I'm saying. So I thought that was kind of, I don't know. I don't know. Just let things happen. You ain't got to tell people that you're going to give it up if it gets steamy. Just let it get steamy and let it happen. Anyway, well, hey, probably for the cameras. I don't know. So during their visit with Dr. Cal, he says he's glad that they weathered the storm they experienced in Mexico. And they let him know that they consummated the marriage, which he was very happy to see that. So Dr. Cal's asking if they had any discussions about the future plans together, blah, blah, blah. They were like, nope. They don't even have plans for the next 8 weeks. They taking it week by week, okay? Kristen says she has a fear of Mitch leaving because he has told her not to put pressure on Mitch or he will probably bounce or whatever, which Pastor Cal was kind of taken aback by that. They haven't really talked about finances or anything like that. So Dr. Cal had them whisper in each other's ear how much they make and if it was going to be an issue. Mitch says he's not threatened by the fact that Kristen makes twice as much as he does. Mitch is uncomfortable with the thought of love being a decision and a choice, which is something that Dr. Cal told both of them, that love is a decision and a choice. Dr. Cal also said you will be in love before you realize it, and don't be afraid to express it. So you, every day to day, you're in love, but you don't know it until you just sit back a little bit and then say, hey, I'm in love with this person. But he's saying vocalize that. So that was it for them. Morgan and Ben. Okay. So Ben, he's a lot. Like, I couldn't deal with that. He starts his rules on saving money on electricity, child. He asks her, what time do you wash your clothes? She says in the morning. He said, that's good as long as you don't do it between 4 and 9. I think he said 4 and 9 p.m. because that's peak time where they charge you more during that time. Which Morgan was like, oh, child. When they go to Morgan's house, he sees her espresso machine and he's tripping because he said that looks like it uses a lot of electricity. Look at how thick the cord is. What are the watts? Just too much. And then Morgan has a cat. So Ben starts asking 500 questions about the cat's peeing schedule. Does it pee at the same time every day? Does it pee in this room? Does it pee in that room? Like, he just totally asking too many fucking questions, excuse my French, about the cat and its peeing schedule. Dr. Cal comes to visit. They discuss the challenge that they had on the honeymoon. Morgan explains that she has a BS, which BS or AS or associates, maybe it was associates, to which allowed her to get her nursing license. She admits, so she is a nurse. She just has this other question to get, I guess, her BA or something like that. Regardless, if they paying her and she got her certification to be a nurse, like all she needed, that's right. She said all she needed was her associate something to be able to get her certification to become a nurse. So she's a freaking nurse, okay, Ben. Dr. Cal, he kind of talks about um, Morgan having her wall up and how people make mistakes and she needs to start letting that wall down. But he also wants to know where that came from. And basically, she explains that she stopped letting people in because of her relationship with her dad. And that's why her wall is up because she felt like Ben betrayed her, right? Because he said that she lied. He told Tree, who is Justin, that she lied about being a nurse. So I can understand why her wall is up. But you also need to be able to forgive people for mistakes because he's gonna make more mistakes, honey. You just gonna have to learn how to forgive and forget. Dr. Cal says Ben is remorseful and is still here. So why does she need the wall up? And she controls if the wall goes up. She controls when to take that wall down. And so Dr. Cal notices that Ben doesn't really know how to show affection. Like, he was patting her on the back, like, "Hey, boy, what's up? What's up, my dude?" And Dr. Cal was like, "You need to be more gentle," I guess he was trying to say. And Ben was like, he could YouTube it so he could learn it. Child, you can't learn how to be affectionate through YouTube, honey. It's got to be genuine. It got to come from within, in my opinion. And lastly, we go to Stasha and Nate. So Stasha has her own rules, honey. Shoes are not in the house. They go to her house. She's like, take your shoes off. There's no shoes in the house. House is spotless. It looks like a staged home, like getting ready to sell. And so Nate, with his immature but starts going cha-ching, cha-ching. I hit the jackpot because the house that she's in right now is nice. He said, damn, look at this kitchen. I could do cartwheels in this kitchen. Very immature, as I've been mentioning he is for the past couple of weeks. I've mentioned that. And then they go into her bedroom, and she has like a breakfast or a serving tray on the bed that's decorated. I don't remember. I guess it was some flowers and some stuff that was in it. I don't remember everything was in it. But she says that she has that on her bed every day. So she apparently makes up her bed, has them 500 pillows, decorative pillows on her bed. Okay. And that tray, she puts all that up every night, every morning. That's a lot, unless she has a housekeeper. I don't know. But that's a little extreme. She seems very materialistic on the extreme side. But that's just my opinion. And I'm wondering where that came from. Yeah, I'm wondering where that came from. Now, when they go to Nate's house, which I heard from some other blogger, I wish I remember their name. I'm sorry, I apologize. That house was not his house, honey. I need to dig more into that. But she goes through and says, "Oh, it's decent, but her clean and his clean are different." Then she starts going through the bathroom and starts finding like empty containers and stuff and starts throwing stuff out. She go in the kitchen, she starts throwing stuff out. It's like she has an obsessive compulsive disorder. It appeared to me, that's just my opinion, the way she was going through his stuff. During Dr. Cal's visit, they discuss goals and they discuss how they feel about one another's salary. Apparently, Nate makes 150,000 a year. Really though? You make 150,000 a year day trading? I guess so. If that's what he says, honey. I don't believe it. That's just my opinion. I do not believe it. Stasha says she makes around 450,000. Look, judging from that house, I'm pretty sure. And the fact that she owns multiple homes and properties and she's getting one built, I can believe that she makes 450,000 a year. They talk about children and Nate's hesitation about having kids right away. His excuse is he wants to make at least 250K per year. Cal tells him that they have the means together to have kids now if they wanted to, and that Nate is not thinking as a married couple, which is true. If Stasha's saying, "I don't mind that you don't make 250,000. I got you. We together. We can handle the kids because of how much she makes and he makes together." So I don't think that's why he doesn't want to have a kid. I think there's some other reasons behind it. Intimacy comes up, and Stasha says that she wants to be in love before she has sex with him. Dr. Kell lets Nate know that he has to open up more and be more transparent as she has, and that is the key to unlock for in order for him to have intimacy with her and her love. Dr. Cal, after the visit with Dr. Cal, Stasha brings up to Nate that he has been surface level because he doesn't believe that he has. And she starts asking him questions again, like about your mom. He's still surface level, saying that basically says he doesn't get emotional when he talks about his mother because she is a stranger to him. So Nate still has his wall up and he's not really opening up to Stasha the way that he needs to. But I also think the fact that he is not opening up is because he is hiding some things because I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. Okay. So that was it. Pretty good episode. I would like to know what you think about this episode down in the comments. That's pretty much it. But in addition to commenting, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and until next time, peace.